Most gladiators died before they reached 25. I lived to 30. Most gladiators dreamed only of earning their freedom. I earned mine 4 times, and rejected it every single time. What kind of man chooses death over liberty? What kind of warrior finds freedom in captivity? I am Flamma, a Syrian slave who became Rome's greatest paradox, and this is my story. It was around 30 AD, a time when the Roman Empire dominated the known world, ruled by the Emperor Hadrian. In its heart, the game served as a brutal spectacle, and into this world of blood and sand, I found myself cast by the cruel hand of fate. My early life, before the chains and the auction block, is a fading dream. I remember the Syrian sun, the scent of figs, and the murmur of my native tongue. Then came the sudden violence, the brutal capture, and the slave ships. My identity was stripped away, piece by agonizing piece. I was bought, sold, and delivered to a ludus, a gladiatorial training school, destined to be broken. Many men shackled alongside me wept for their lost lives. But in the training grounds, amidst the sweat and discipline, a strange transformation began within me. They handed me a sika, a curved dagger, and a heavy scutum, a large rectangular shield. I was to be a murmillo, a heavily armored gladiator, one known for strength and resilience. With each swing, each parry, I felt a spark ignite. I wasn't just a slave anymore. I was a student of combat, learning to master the weapons that would decide my fate. My first fight, the moment the sand touched my bare feet, the roar of the crowd enveloped me. My opponent was a blur of deadly purpose, every agonizing second stretched until my blade found its mark. He fell. The roar that erupted then was a physical force, a tidal wave of pure adulation. It cleansed the fear, replacing it with an intoxicating rush of triumph. I stood there, utterly spent, yet feeling more alive than ever. As Flamma, Flamma echoed through the vast space, I understood. This brutal life, this constant dance with death, offered me something my lost freedom never could. It offered me honor. It offered me identity. It offered me glory. My prowess in the arena became legendary. I moved from provincial skirmishes to the grand spectacles of Rome itself. My name whispered with awe wherever gladiators gathered. As a murmillo, I faced a terrifying array of opponents. Nimble retiari, gladiators with a net and trident, heavily armored secutors, another type of gladiator, often my mirror image, and many others. I learned their moves, anticipated their attacks, and time and again, my gladius found its mark. My record speaks for itself, etched into my tombstone. 34 fights, an astonishing 21 victories, 9 hard-fought draws, and only 4 losses where I survived, spared by the crowd's mercy or the editor's decree. I defied death, time and again, becoming a living legend in an age of fleeting celebrity. Then came the moment that truly set me apart. 4 distinct times, I was presented with the rudis, a wooden sword, symbolizing a gladiator's honorable discharge. This was no ordinary gift. It meant freedom. It meant a new life outside the dust and blood, a chance to live in peace, no longer facing constant death. Each time the editor offered me this symbol of liberty, the amphitheater erupted. The roar of the crowd was deafening, a chorus of celebration. They expected me to take it, to embrace the life I had seemingly fought so hard to earn. But each time, I refused. Can you fathom the shock that rippled through the stands? Whispers turned to confused shouts. Why would Flamma refuse freedom? Has he gone mad? For many, the arena was a living hell, a brutal prison. For countless souls, it was precisely that. But for me, it was more. It was my stage, my purpose. As a freedman, I would have been just another anonymous face in Rome, carrying the indelible stigma of a former slave. My deeds, my victories, would fade into whispers, then into silence. In the arena, I was Flamma. I commanded respect from the powerful, even from the emperor. I had honor, a brutal, bloody honor, forged in courage and survival. The roar of the crowd was my sustenance, their adulation my currency. I had fame, purpose, and belonged to a brotherhood of warriors. We were outcasts, yes, but also the stars of our age. My life was etched in combat, and I found a strange, compelling freedom in that very commitment. My 30th year arrived, a testament to my unparalleled skill. Most gladiators never saw their mid-20s. I had cheated death so many times, but the arena, my mistress and my stage, was also my ultimate executioner. I had known from the moment I first held a seeker that my end would come here, under the pitiless sun. The exact details of my final fight, the name of the opponent who claimed my life, are lost to time. History records my career, not the single specific moment of my demise, but I knew my final performance was approaching. It was my 34th contest. I stepped onto the sand, fighting as a secutor, my helmet heavy, my shield familiar. My opponent, likely a swift and agile retiarius, moved with the grace of a predator, his net and trident poised. The struggle was fierce, a final desperate dance. And then, the moment. The most likely scenario involved the trident, a three-pronged spear. It found its mark, a searing, blinding pain as the prongs tore into my flesh. The world spun. The roar of the crowd faded into a hollow echo. I fell, not with a cry of defeat, but a silent gasp, a final defiant breath. The crowd, which had so often thundered my name in victory, went silent for a moment, then erupted in a different roar, a mix of awe, shock, and grim satisfaction. My body, a testament to a life lived on the edge of the blade, was carried from the arena, no longer the champion, but a warrior who had finally met his match. I died at 30 years of age, a remarkable lifespan for any gladiator, as most rarely survived past their mid-20s. And my epitaph, the inscription on my tombstone made by my fellow gladiator Gladiators, found near Catania in the fertile lands of Sicily, stands as my eternal monument, a simple yet powerful declaration. Flamma, secutor, lived 30 years, fought 34 times, won 21 times, fought to a draw 9 times, won reprieve 4 times, a Syrian by nationality. Gladiators made this for his deserving comrade in arms. So why did I refuse freedom, not once, but 4 times? Though I was forced into the arena, it became my stage. The exhilarating joy of mastering my craft and the roar of the crowd became my ultimate freedom, outweighing any quiet life. Perhaps you too have felt that powerful satisfaction from achieving something unique and difficult. Let my unwavering purpose inspire you to persevere on your own path to achievement, even in life's toughest battles. Thank you for listening to my story. If you were captivated by Flamma's journey and wish to hear more tales like mine from the annals of history, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Your support helps bring these powerful true stories to life for you. Until next time, remember the lessons etched in history.